If you know anything about reality TV, then you'll be familiar with a bloke called Joey Essex. Now, I'll freely admit that I don't have his looks, and that's unfortunate for me. Neither do I have his intellect, which is less unfortunate for me. However, now I've arrived here in Geneva, I do have his car. This is the smart ForTwo Cabrio, and famously it is the preferred conveyance of Britain's favourite half-wit. However, unlike its celebrity advocate, this one is much smarter than your average smart car. Why? Because this one is electric. On the face of it, the electric drive is just the same as any other smart ForTwo Cabrio. The cabin has the same upmarket materials and funky design that gives it real appeal, and the two seats are surrounded by plenty of space. Granted, the boot is still laughably small and you can barely see anything behind you when the retractable roof is down. That said, you do get more equipment as standard than you do on most other versions of the smart car. Plug your car into a standard 3-pin domestic socket for 6 hours, or a lot less if you can find yourself a high capacity fast charger, and the car will give you a theoretical range of 100 miles. Beware though that the real world figure is likely to be around half that if it's massively cold, which it plainly isn't today, or if you drive it unnecessarily hard. Not that there's any point in driving it hard, because this is a car that's at its best in the city, where you can use its ridiculously small dimensions and insane manoeuvrability to plot a steady course through congested city streets. And you also get to park in an unfeasibly small space at the other end. The turning circle on this thing is so unbelievably small that you find yourself performing impromptu U-turns just for the heck of it. Electric propulsion really suits the Smart's urban-friendly character as well, because the pickup is eager and instantaneous, and the inherent quietness of the car also keeps things nice and relaxed. Granted, the ride could be a lot smoother and more settled at low urban speeds, and things only become more unsettled when you bust out of the city limits and find yourself on faster roads. The smart ForTwo Cabrio electric drive is a car that truly belongs in the city. After all, cities are where electric cars work best, and they're also where smart cars work best. And when you chuck in that open air element, it gives you a real feeling of connection with the city. Granted, it's not the cheapest of electric cars, despite being one of the smallest, starting at around £18,000 after the government's electric car grant. However, it is undoubtedly one of the coolest.